If you're a Fortnite creator and you're trying to take your channel seriously, please watch to the end of this video because this is probably the most important thing to going viral every single time. And it's a simple formula that I used in Jamfire, one of my students in FCA Elite used to take his channel from this, where he's stuck posting random videos with no proof of concept, right? Hoping it works, uploading for years without results. But he was basically getting what? 1K views on one video, 100 views, 700 views, just trying random ideas. Like he had no clue what he was doing, basically, right? His content might have been good, the editing might have been good, the title might have been good, whatever. And whenever you're doing this and you're coming up with completely unique video ideas every single upload, without experience, you're basically just playing the game, playing the YouTube game blindfolded, right? You do not want to do this. He took his channel from this to this. 88,000 views on his fourth video after joining FCA Elite. Pretty insane. You can see 8,000 views in this one, 1,000 views, 14x outlier on his video he posted 21 hours ago, or I think it's 2 days now, or 2 days now. Now he understands how to go viral every single time. He's using what works instead of trying to reinvent the wheel. That is the main thing I'm talking about here, right? This formula is basically just taking from what works the right way without seeming like a watered down version of something else, because you can do this wrong. Make sure you watch to the end of the video so you don't do it wrong. But basically, you're just working smarter, not harder, right? And this was his first $300 he ever made online. Literally took his channel from probably only making like $5 a month, however much he was making. I don't really know. And then now he made $300. I'm pretty sure it's all off of this video alone. Stick around to the end of the video. I'm going to show you exactly how he did it. Now, not only did this help Jamfire finally break through and actually post videos that go viral, it helped my channel. I've made over $10,000 with this formula, and I'm not even joking. I have a screenshot here. This is from a video I uploaded almost 2 years ago now. But, I made $6,000 off that video, and I don't have the analytics for this one, but, 600,000 views, $5 RPM. I got about $3,000 from it. Basically, what I did is I went and I found this Jivin video, which was uploaded about 9 months ago, or at least at the time it was 9 months ago. I broke down what works, right? You can see the thumbnail looks very similar, right? I broke down, the title strategy, the viewer psychology behind the click. I broke down his script, how he talked, everything that went into the video. And I read the comments. I pretty much just took what worked from his video, improved it just a little bit, and there you go. My video went viral. I've done this multiple times with multiple videos, and this is where the rules stem from, right? I didn't make this rule. I know there's other YouTubers out there who talk about take what works and improve on it and you'll go viral, but this rule stemmed from Virgil Abloh. If you guys don't know what Off-White is, it's a very famous brand. I think most of you guys know what it is, but pretty much one of the biggest brands or clothing brands in the world, massive. This guy right here, Rip Virgil. But basically, he's a famous designer, right? And this is what he said. You only need to change 3% and it will be completely original. Look, this is the original Jordan shoe, and then this is what he made, which I guess millions. I don't even know how much but you've seen that Air before. That's pretty much his brand. He just took what worked, took what people already enjoyed seeing or enjoyed wearing, and he just interpreted it, right? And made it completely brand new. I'm gonna teach you exactly how to do this. Step 1, ignore big creators, right? You need to make sure you're actually taking inspiration from or finding outlier videos from creators who are about 1 to 2 steps ahead of you. If you're only getting 5,000 views at this time, make sure you're getting videos from people who are like maybe 100,000 subscribers, 300,000 max. Cypher BK, Typical Gamer, Prem FN. You guys know all these guys. The thing is, they've built these channels over years. They have such a massive audience to the point where Cypher BK can have a 0.6x outlier, which means it performed 0.6 times as good as his regular videos, which is bad. 800,000 views, on your channel, that would be like much worse, but they will always get good views. They already have a core audience. They'll go viral no matter what they post. For this to work, do not study from these guys, okay? The second step, find your niche. There's 4 core niches to Fortnite videos, right? We have videos where you're basically just Let's say you remove them from the video would completely die, right? The entire video is based on the fact that you're funny, you're entertaining, and that's the main point of the video, right? We have documentary content where or documentary or drama where you're taking, trends or things that are happening, and you're basically putting a ton of clips together, using clips from different videos, and you're creating a documentary. I know you guys watched documentaries before. Then we have competitive videos, which are focused on the fact that you are really good at the game and doing well in tournaments. If you remove tournaments, you would pretty much remove the videos. That's how you know if it's a competitive video or not. We have pro players, Falco FPS, Fabio J, also personality, but you can mix and match. And then we have educational, Resub, Destiny Jesus, people like that, people who are just teaching how to get better. So I'm gonna do this with you guys. Basically, you just need to go find outliers that have above 10x. Now, if you don't know what an outlier is, go download the vidIQ extension. It's free, just install it. It's a Chrome extension, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like. We have to make sure that it's uploaded within the last 1 to 3 months, 12 months max, but find 2 to 3 potential outliers that you would enjoy recreating. That's what we're gonna do. First, we're gonna come here, we're gonna type in Fortnite, and then we're gonna type in whatever your niche is, right? I wouldn't type in Fortnite, but whatever. Or let's just go to one of these creators real quick. Let's say Misery, for example, right? We have Misery here. Now, guys, okay, look, we went to Misery's channel, and you can see he's been popping off recently. Like, his videos have been really good. But basically, an outlier score is this, 11x. If you download the extension, you'll be able to see it. We want to look for within the last 3 months. Let's see. Okay, this right here. I asked 100 pros to carry me to Unreal. 3 weeks ago, 370,000 views, 30x outlier, which means if you were to recreate this video or recreate whatever worked from it, you would get a 30x outlier or close to it, right? We're to click on this, and we are going to save this for later, because we're gonna come back to this. And now, if you guys want to get these, outliers much easier, I do have a viral idea bank with a ton of ideas, for different niches. I tell you exactly why it went viral. If you guys want this, you do have to join FCA Elite, but I'm gonna build this out. It's gonna be insane. This is gonna be super helpful for you guys and using this this formula. But now that we found our outlier, which we're gonna go off this Misery video, let's move to the next step. The first step, which is the most important, is the packaging, right? The thumbnail and the title. We have to break down exactly why the viewer clicked on the video. What is the viewer's psychology? What question does a thumbnail make the viewer ask? Every single time you click on a video, subconsciously, you asked yourself a question and you couldn't scroll past. You had to click on the video to actually, figure out whatever happened. For this, can we go pro again, right? We have 2 players, 2 Fortnite players, whatever. He's holding a controller that looks like a Fabio Jet thumbnail. Maybe that's with him, but whatever, right? Can we go pro again? I'm asking myself a question here. Can they go pro? And if this looks like I want to click on, I will click it, right? Maybe if he had a trophy, it would have performed better, but whatever, right? That's basically what we're doing here. This is Jamfire's video, and pretty much we hopped on a call, me and Jamfire, and we were looking for videos, and we found this one from Resub. 9 months ago, 3.3 million views, 9.7x outlier. How Peterbot beat the allegations, right? And then it's Cheaterbot crossed out. Basically, in the thumbnail, it's him shushing the allegations, and then it's Cheater crossed out, and then we have How Peterbot beat the allegations as the title. The question the viewer is asking is, how did he do it? How did Peterbot beat the cheating allegations? Cheater in the title, they know what the allegations are, and that's all we did. We literally just took the concept, moved it over to Zen, who was getting allegations for cheating, and then crossed out Cheater, added more characters to the thumbnail. Peterbot and clicks is just gonna make people click more, because we're using basically whenever people see Peterbot or clicks in a thumbnail, they're gonna click more. But the viewer is asking the same question. That's pretty much what I'm trying to explain here. No matter how we made this thumbnail, we could have made it look completely different, right? Maybe just a black screen, or made it look exactly like the Peterbot thumbnail. It's just, as long as the viewer is asking the same question, you're good, right? Because obviously, if it got 3.3 million views, the question the viewer was asking made them click. All right, so now after we're done breaking down the viewer psychology, which is pretty much just the packaging, what the viewer is asking, we have to move on to the next step. Step 4, break down the format, right? Like, how was the video actually edited or produced, right? What happened in the first 30 seconds? What was the exact hook sentence? How fast are the cuts? Is there a cliffhanger, a high moment? Is it slow paced? Is it fast paced? Whatever. Overall structure, how many parts are there, right? Where does the twist or key moment happen? What is the entire idea around the video? Obviously, it's going to be relating to the title or thumbnail. What kind of text pops up? Does he have subtitles? Does he have effects? Whatever. Basically, you don't have to really follow this exactly, but You just want to make sure you're getting the format of the video. If we come here and we watch this video,
for the past 6 months, I've been trying my hardest to reach
off rip, it's very fast paced. Whenever you make your intro, you're going to make it very fast paced.
Unreal. But no matter what I try, I keep on failing. If I came up with a plan, if I wanted to get Unreal, I would need to find teammates.
The intro is very fast paced, right? There's subtitles popping up. There's a lot of retention editing in general, like a lot of like fast cuts, you know, happening. There's effects.
Not just any old teammate.
There's like, I don't know how you could, this like electronic, like suspenseful music. You don't have to use the same as them, but you want to use like the same genre of like, this is like a hype, like electronic, I would say like build up. If you guys are looking for music, definitely go to Epidemic.
So that's why I DM'd 100 pros to see who would team up with me. Would the pros even respond? Or would I be left grinding to Unreal by myself? There's only one way to find out. Please subscribe.
Yep, hold up.
For the past 6 months, I've been trying my hardest to reach Unreal. But no matter.
Okay, now the intro, he starts off with the setup, right? Past 6 months trying to hit Unreal. Basically setting up the video or the conflict. That's actually the conflict or the hook / conflict. Doesn't really matter.
What I try, I keep on failing. If I came up
That's the
plan,
conflict.
I wanted to get Unreal.
And then the setup came up with a plan needs pros to carry to Unreal. You literally could do the same thing. Start with the conflict. The past 6 months, you've been trying to do well in a tournament. You came up with a plan. You asked 100 pros to, you know, carry you in a tournament. There you go.
I need to find teammates, and not just any old teammates. Pro teammates. So that's why I DM'd 100 pros to see who would team up with me. Would the pros even respond, or would I be left?
Okay, we all have a hook at the end. Would the pros even respond?
Running to Unreal by myself. There's only one way to find out. Please subscribe.
Okay, that's like, dude, the intro is short. 17 seconds under, we'll say 15 seconds, because that was very fast. And then
to help me reach 100,000 subscribers before my birthday.
Basically, you pretty much gonna watch this video. Like for the 2 videos I made, here, let me show you real quick. For these 2 videos I didn't actually write it down in like hyper detail. I literally just went and watched this entire video, Jiven's video, watched it from start to finish. And as I was watching it, maybe I'll take a couple of notes, but after you watch a video one time, you pretty much know, okay, they used music here, or maybe if you're editing it or recording it, you can have it on a second monitor. Now, the key to this is make sure you're not copying like exactly, like obviously do not download clips, do not download thumbnails, do not just take his exact title. That's stupid, right? You're just gonna get seen as like the kid who copied this YouTuber, right? You don't wanna be that. You don't wanna be the watered down version of someone else. You still wanna make it your own, but basically in this step, you're gonna go and spend like 30, 45 minutes, actually depending on how long the video is. You're gonna analyze the video, figure out what he did well, why you think he went viral. You can check the comments, see what people are saying. Like maybe he's, you know, building it and has gotten good. Great storytelling. Okay, exactly, right? Great storytelling. He listened to stream ideas, right? You're basically gonna go and see like what do they like the most, right? And you're not only gonna recreate those moments, you're gonna make it very, very similar. Okay, not copying exactly, but we're just gonna copy what works. Now, once you get to like an advanced level of doing this, and you've done this a couple of times, and you have a couple of formats that you're repeating, and you're getting pretty successful, you can make more unique ideas. But this is for the people who have never had a viral video. If you have not had a video get over 10,000 views, you need to take from what works. Stop trying to reinvent the wheel. That's not gonna work. Okay, if you were gonna go viral, it would have already happened. Trust me. Try it once. Don't copy exactly what they did, but figure out what worked for them. Spend time figuring that out, and then use that information, use that format in your next video. And I promise you, your video will go viral. Now that we've broken down exactly what they did, we're gonna actually apply the rule. And it's very simple. The same type of hook, right? Similar thumbnail. The thumbnail question is the main thing. You wanna make sure you're asking the same question. For example, this one, when I go and I look at his thumbnail, what am I asking myself? Here we go. I asked 100 pros. I'm seeing Peterbot want to carry me, and Peterbot's typing. That's sending a signal to my brain subconsciously saying that Peterbot responded to him. That's pretty crazy. You could copy that same thing by doing like clicks, or, I think Peterbot and clicks are the top 2. Maybe Zen, because he's been popping off recently, but I wouldn't really say he's a pro. But yeah, have a famous pro, a Twitter box, like he's sending a message. Maybe you can do Discord instead, right? And then I asked 100 pros to carry me to Unreal. He asked 100 pros. There's so many questions going on in my mind. What pros did he ask? What pros responded? Who did he end up playing with, right? And then the emotion on the character's face is pretty much saying like, oh my God, like, whatever happened in this video is insane. You're gonna break that down and you're gonna do exactly that. You're gonna have a character or an event happening with a Fortnite character with emotion portraying like shock, like, oh my God, this video is insane. Basically, what you wanna do for the character. And then you're gonna have Discord, Twitter, whatever app or like typing thing you want to do, and have a pro typing back to you after saying, want to carry me, or want to carry me to Unreal, or can you help me go pro, or what's your settings, anything like that, right? He didn't want to coach me. That's basically what you're going to do. Okay. Now, here's the real formula. Or here's the most important part, changing it 3%. I've seen this done wrong before. You can do this wrong. If you take script, like literally they're just their video script, and you repeat that word for word, you're just like, I can't say that word on YouTube, but you're dumb, right? You're just very dumb. You're just gonna seem like this watered down version of everyone else. Like a good analogy for this is, imagine McDonald's, right? McDonald's, mass freaking corporation, everyone loves their food. Their main food item is what? Big Macs. If you start your own corner store, burger shop, whatever, and you literally copy Big Mac, you do the exact same thing Big Mac is doing, nobody's going to your store. Why would they go and buy from you, right? If you're selling the same thing, there's already a famous, bigger, more trusted version of that out there. Why would they come and buy your stuff? You can make your burger organic, right? You can make your burger cheaper. You can use different ingredients, whatever, but that's the thing. That's your special sauce, right? You pretty much want to inject as much personality as possible. Now, if you're showing your face cam, instantly you're good, right? I'm not gonna lie. Once you put your face cam on a video, literally your entire personality is shown. Your voiceover and style, don't copy how they talk. That's just dumb. Be yourself, right? Your gameplay is obviously going to be way different. And then your visuals and perspective, you're not going to use the same font as them. You're not going to use the same effects as them. You're going to use the same type of effects, the same type of text, right? Maybe if they're only showing 2 to 3 words at a time and it's very fast paced, copy that, but use a different font. You know, you guys got this. It's like what it says right here. Think of it like remixing a beat, right? The drums and rhythm are the same, but the vocals and lyrics are yours. So you're taking what works, you're changing it 3%, injecting a ton of your personality, and that's how you're gonna go viral every single video. Now, this is step 6. It's not really needed, but this is if you're taking YouTube to the next level. You're gonna watch the analytics of the video, right? See, like, you know, is it getting more views than usual? Are people asking for comments? If people comment saying they want more, please remake the video from that and then copy the video again, right? If you can see Misery did that too. If a video works, it works. Don't be scared to repeat a video. I asked pros to coach me in my first tournament. Okay, that I asked 100 pros obviously worked for him. He repeated it. I asked pros to carry me to Unreal. He changed it he changed it slightly. He changed it 3% and it went viral again, right? That's what you're supposed to do. And then this is the best part. Once you get, you know, like 2 to 3 formats that work consistently, Itch Drain is a great example of this. You can just keep repeating them, right? Obviously, they're gonna be different titles. They're gonna have like different things happening. Maybe this one's about you going pro, this one about you hitting Unreal. Or if you're in the documentary, let's say you talk about pro's backstory and it's about clicks. Yeah, you can make one about about Peterborough or about Zen, whatever. But it's going to be the same format. It's going to feel like the same video, but it's going to be completely different information, different stuff happening, right? And you just repeat a series, right? If it works, repeat that again. Obviously, try more unique stuff as you go on and you learn about more, like you learn about YouTube. Like, this is not long-term you have to do. Yes, there is a ton of big YouTubers who still, you know, copy formats from other creators. And that's actually what I would do and what I'm currently doing because, you know, if it went viral once, why not take off of that, you know? Don't try to reinvent the wheel, but basically as time goes on, you will get more unique. You will understand YouTube better. You'll understand, okay, if I put subtitles here, it's actually going to hurt the video. Or if I put subtitles here, maybe I need to add a voice over here, like, you know, for retention drops, it's going to build up the retention. Maybe I need to like script my videos, but like you'll have more of a sense. You'll be better at this, right? As time goes on, you will just make more unique videos, right? But this is what you guys need to be doing. I cannot stress this enough. Jamfire did not listen to me the first time and he just made a video, whatever. Bro, I'm telling you, the second he actually locked in and we went and found a video that worked and then recreated it, he got 88,000 views, right? If you guys want 88,000 views on your next video, click the first link in the description. There's going to be a link to my free Discord and FCA Elite, which is pretty much my program where I teach stuff like this and a ton of other stuff. There's a masterclass and there's idea bank, there's AI tools, you know, a ton of stuff. We have 2 weekly calls. that are very, very, very helpful for a lot of creators, because you come on here and I'll literally break down your video, tell you exactly why you're not going viral or your channel is not performing how you want it to perform. But the free Discord is really good. There's a ton of like free templates and stuff in there, and you're gonna be around a ton of other creators just like you trying to go viral on Fortnite YouTube. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I really hope you guys did enjoy watching, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Peace out.